welcome back to my Sketchup for School series, and the next video in that, what we're going to be doing today is we're actually going to be creating this shape. It's going to have a flat sort of bottom. It's going to have some rising bits with some arches and some holes in it, and I'm going to show you how to put all of this together using the measuring tape and a couple of other tools that we haven't used and that we have used, and then I'm going to show you one little trick at the end that's going to make life a little bit easy. Okay, here I am with my blank canvas, and I'm going to start by popping in a rectangle shape that is 130 by 40. Oops, that's a circle. I don't want a circle. Get rid of the circle. Back to my rectangle, and as I said, 130 mil by 40 mil. Alright, I'm going to scroll around, and then I'm going to need to pan. Alright, now at the top of my rectangle here, I'm going to put a circle that has a radius of 20 mil. So I find that midpoint, and I go out to a radius of 20 mil. And I'm going to get rid of my guidelines. To do the next bit, I can't have them in there or it's going to break a few things up. I'm going to push-pull this now, and I'll just scroll around so that you can see what's happening, and go up 10 mil. So just type in the 10 mil and you can see I've got some rounded bits all over the place. Okay, now to get to the sections at this end, I need to put in some guidelines using the measuring tape. So I use my measuring tape, and I need to go in from the corner 10 millimeters, and I need to go up from this edge 50 millimeters. I need to go in from this corner 10 millimeters. And you can see there I have those little crosses that are the guide points. Now I'm going to use my line tool, my pencil, my line tool, and I'm going to find that guide point, and it comes up with the words guide point. And I'm going to draw along the green axis, so I want my line to be green to the other side. Okay, then I want to bring over to this guide point, and I'm drawing along the red axis, so I want my line to be red. And do the same thing with the second guide point there. Now I can erase this bit in the middle, and I'll show you what we can do about those guide points later, because they do make the drawing look a little bit odd. Now I'm going to pull these, so I'm going to pull these up. These guys need to be 55 up from the base that we've got now. So I need to click on here, and I need to come up 55, and I need to do the same with the other side. And you can see what's happened with our guides is that they're still there. Okay, now I'm going to leave them there until the very end because I can, and I have a trick at the end to show you guys to get rid of them all at once. Now I want to do the hole in the middle down here. So I've got a little guide point here that was the end of the circle and the end of the rectangle. And I'm going to draw a line across the green axis. So I'll put a line across the green axis. I choose my pencil tool again, and I come across, and I keep that line nice and green so that it's following that green axis. It's one of the good things about keeping your axes in there, and the fact that there are those different colors, because it can give you some guides as to what you're doing. And also really good as to why you would start from the origin whenever you're drawing. Now I've already got half my circle here, but I need to put in another circle, but I also need to put another guideline down this way. So I'm going to pop in to my measuring tape. I'm going to come down this way 40 mil, and then there's another guide point Again, off the green axis. We don't want it to come this way because it'll be crooked. Off the green axis gives us what we want exactly. So now I need 2 circles. Alright, so I need 2 circles now. I need one here that comes off the center of that line, and that is going to have a radius of 10. And I'm going to replicate that on the second guideline there that I've drawn. Okay, and now we've got some intersection points that we can use to put in the lines, because as you remember, as you might be aware, we have that happening down in here. So I'll grab my line tool and I join up those endpoints. Now I get rid of each of the bits in the middle, so I can pull them down, and then I get rid of those guidelines there. Use the push-pull tool. Now I can snap that. Oh, looks like there's still a guideline there somewhere. That's right, we can fix that. Snap that in. Snap that in. And there we have that drilled out piece from the flat bit. Okay. Now it's time to do these side ends. So we want to create 2 bits that look like these arches with the holes in them. So what I need to do is I need to go up 30 from this guide point here, or I can go up 40 from this end point. And I'm drawing across the red axis, so I keep my lines red, and then I need to put in 2 circles. I want one big circle that will have a radius of 25, because if you remember, these blocks are 50 mil long. And then we put in the middle 15. And now we've got our 2 sections. I'm going to pull this out, and the other side I'm going to do the same thing. Then I can start getting rid of guidelines, those extra bits that I don't actually need, and I can push in this hole, remembering to snap to an edge so that we can create the actual hole. Okay, now I'm going to turn around and do the same thing on the other side. Exactly the same process. I'm going to come up 40, draw the guideline on the red axis, my 2 circles, take away the top for the arch, remove these extra guides in here, then push the hole in, and there we have it. We've finished our drawing. Now, to get rid of all of our little guidelines, this is where the menu on the right hand side of the screen works wonders. I'm going to head down over here until I get to this box. This box is the styles box. So this has all the different bits and pieces that you can change your model with. We're in the landscape architecture style. So we're going to go into that box and we're going to do some editing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and this says that the guides are tagged on. So if I tick them off, take the tick out of the box, click on done, I can scroll back up to the top and get rid of it, and now you can see all those guidelines are now completely missing. All done. And that's that particular drawing. Hopefully this has been helpful and informative, and if there's a particular thing you'd like to see in another video, please drop that in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy drawing.